It is very nice to greet you again. In today's video we will talk about the following. Why calling your ex is never a good idea. If you want your ex back, you're probably thinking about giving them a call. But even if you have a good plan and know exactly what you want to say over the phone, calling your ex is almost always a bad idea. That's why I've always said that calling your ex is a mistake. Now let's explore the reasons why this doesn't work and what you should do instead. 1. He may not respond. This is actually the number one reason why you shouldn't call your ex when you're trying to reconnect. Every breakup is accompanied by bad feelings. Even if you and your ex had the most amicable breakup in the history of breakups, it was still pretty traumatic for both of you. It's unlikely, especially soon after the breakup, that you'll want to engage in a phone conversation. He probably doesn't want you to remind him of the pain in his heart, how much he misses you, etc. So, even if you and your ex have no ill will toward each other and remain on very good terms, he still may not answer the phone if you call him. He's afraid to talk to you and reopen those old wounds or risk an argument, and that's normal. And if your ex ignores your call, which, as we just discussed, is quite likely, this can be a big problem. Not because it means he doesn't want to talk to you, but because he leaves you with fewer options to move forward. 2. He doesn't know why you're calling. If you call your ex out of the blue, she's just as likely to freak out. This is because people fear the unknown. He doesn't know why you're coming and it makes his mind go crazy. Do you want me to come back? Do you feel angry with him or her? You are pregnant? You want money? A phone call causes the other person to make assumptions, and since, as we've talked about, your ex may have negative feelings toward you after the breakup, he may be thinking about the worst-case scenario. Text messages or other forms of messaging allow you to provide information to the other person so they are not left wondering. He doesn't have that fear of the unknown like he would if he saw a call from you on his phone. 3. It makes it harder to control the conversation. The thing about a phone call is that anything can happen. You don't know what he's going to say, and that's why you have to react in the moment. This is totally fine with a friend or family member. You know what to expect and basically how the conversation will go when you answer the phone. But with your ex you have no idea how to react. The more time has passed since your breakup, the more it can surprise you, and that will be a problem. At the same time, if you are caught off guard with a comment or question, you can easily say something that you will regret, and that will be difficult to recover from. 4. Phone calls make it difficult to connect. Unless you've had many phone conversations with your ex, this phone call could be quite awkward. The good thing about a face-to-face meeting is that it allows you to use body language, facial expressions, and gestures to communicate better. This may seem trivial, but it is actually key. So without that at your disposal, talking to your ex will be an uphill battle. Your ex will most likely come away from this conversation thinking, "It was nice to talk, but it seems like we don't have that spark anymore." In reality, what is missing is the nonverbal communication to fill in the gaps and establish that connection. 5. Put pressure on your ex. Calling your ex is asking a lot. She has to answer the phone. He has to give himself time. He has a busy life and may not have the time or energy for it. So if he doesn't respond, or isn't in the mood to have the conversation you're looking for, it can be painful. It can also make him resent you for taking up his time. 6. It could lead to a serious conversation. You're probably wondering what's wrong with having a deep conversation with your ex. Or what's wrong with talking about what went wrong in your past relationship. Well, the truth is, you need to avoid serious conversations like this, especially early in the reconnection process. If you want to get someone back, at first it's about connecting emotionally with them. It's about rebuilding a real and organic attraction. You want to talk, flirt, and show him that, above all, you can still make him happy. You do not want to repeat old problems and remind him of the breakup. 7. There are better options. If you shouldn't call your ex, what can you do? Well, I always recommend texting your ex when you want to reconnect after the no contact rule. Text messages are the preferred form of contact these days. Texting allows you to set expectations when contacting your ex. You'll know why they contacted you and what to say in return if they need a response. Remember that even when texting, you should always know exactly what you want to say to your ex and communicate clearly and concisely. You are an essential part of what we do on this channel. For this reason, we keep an eye on what you need, and if it is your desire to recover your ex correctly and effectively, you must click on the link below.